what is DMDAV methodology, which is the another methodology in Six Sigma. D stands for define, M stands for measure, A stands for analyze, D stands for design, and V stands for verify. So what is the difference between these two methodologies? We will see it later. So here again, D stands for define. The first D stands for define, which means define the realistic goals that suits the customer requirement or the business strategies. So here again, first of all, we need to define the realistic goals that are as per the customer requirement or that suits the business strategy. So again, a goal or a problem statement, a goal is to be defined as per the customer requirement. The next step is to measure and identify the customer's critical to quality requirement, CTQ, that is critical to quality requirement, and translate them into clear project goals. So here first of all, we need to find out which are the critical requirement from the customer sides and assign them as a project goals or make it a clear objective with respect to the project. So that will become the project goals, which will be depending upon the customer requirements or customers critical to quality requirement or as per the customer's requirement. Next step here is A, that is analyze multiple options and alternatives to the customer along with the estimated total life cycle of the project. So here we have to find out various options that can be helpful to achieve the goals or various options or alternatives for the customer along with the estimated total life cycle of the project. So in this stage we will analyze different options by which the project goals can be achieved. This again can be done by brainstorming session along with the key persons of the project. The next step is to design the process at high level before moving on to a more detailed version that will become the prototype to identify errors and make modifications. So here the project's design will be made for the processes at high level about how the goals will be achieved before transferring them into actual practice. So this basically becomes a theoretical aspect where process will be designed at the managerial or senior managerial level so at the projects will be achieved, and in this process itself, while designing the processes, areas where the possibility of errors can be pointed out and modifications will be made at this level so that the process when it is implemented will be having theoretically zero errors which are already eliminated at this level. Designing the level process. So here the process will be designed at higher management level where theoretically the process will be mapped and will be designed, and areas of risk or areas of errors will be already identified and modifications will be made as per the requirement so as to avoid the errors or defects. The next step is to verify that the final iteration of the project or process is approved by all the customers and clients, whether it is internal or external. So once the processes are designed, all these processes needs to be verified so that the products or processes will be as per the customers or clients requirement. Now these customers may be internal customers or may be external customers. So internal customers are basically the component of the organizations or the stakeholders of the organization. External customers will be the clients or the customers which will be the consumers of the product. So here in this stage the process should be verified by the customers who are the stakeholders, internal as well as external, so that the final product which is going to be manufactured, the final outcome which is going to come out of the Six Sigma methodologies is acceptable to all the customers and the specifications of the final product is approved by the customers. So this is a process of verification where the product which is going to be manufactured or the services which is going to be served to the customer gets already verified from the stakeholders, internal as well as external. So this was the second methodology in Six Sigma, that is DMDAV, and now we will see the difference between these two methodologies and how to use these two methodologies at different occasions and how to choose the proper methodologies for Six Sigma projects. What will be their application and how to use them in clinical laboratory, that also we will see in detail. Till then, keep following and thank you.